Please welcome Krysta Hamblin.
My 8th grade project on ways to, learning the ways to prepare sushi. And I chose this topic because I've always been interested in cooking and I wanted to learn something new and challenging. So how many of you automatically think raw fish when you hear the word sushi? Okay. Well, sushi, the word sushi actually translates to vinegar or sticky rice. Sushi is a Chinese method of serving rice. Typically, the rice is prepared in a rice cooker. When fully cooked, sugar and rice vinegar is added and mixed in. To prepare sushi rolls, you will need some pretty basic stuff, such as a bamboo rolling mat, a very sharp knife, and plastic wrap. For ingredients, it will depend on the type of rolls you are preparing. Let's just stay basic and go with a very well-known roll, such as a California roll. Next slide. Next slide. And next slide. Next slide. Okay. Next slide. For this roll, you will need black and white sesame seeds, rice, seaweed, also known as nori, sliced cucumbers with the seeds removed, sliced avocado, and crab sticks. Next slide. The first step of making the California rolls, you will need to wrap the bamboo mat in plastic wrap, like that. This is just to keep the mat cleaner and easier to work with. Once your mat is ready, take a sheet of nori and evenly distribute the rice, about the proportion of 4 golf balls, and pick up the rice and the nori and flip it over so that the nori is face down. Line up the edge of the nori and the rice with the edge of the bamboo mat, and you can start to add your ingredients. I'm placing 2 crab sticks on the nori and slicing avocados. And then the cucumber. Just too long. You'll place them about 1/4 or an inch to 1/4 of an inch away from the very edge of the mat. And then you begin to roll the you need to make sure that the rice is sticking and that the ingredients are staying inside the roll, which is important. And roll it as tightly as possible without the ingredients being crushed. half into another half. And the reason you keep the blade wet is because it keeps the cuts nice and clean. So once they're cut, you usually put it onto a little plate and you serve it with ginger, wasabi, and soy sauce. Typically, you take the wasabi and you mix it with the soy sauce and dip the rolls into the mixture. The wasabi in Japanese horseradish is really spicy, and the ginger is just pickled ginger sweetened with typically aspartame. And some people can do it naturally and make it with honey. There really isn't a lot of documentation on the history of sushi because people really didn't ever write anything down about when it started, but there are a lot of myths and legends about how people would hide the baskets of rice in trees and birds would drop fish in it and they'd eat it and they thought it was good. But what the rice was originally intended for was to keep the fish from fermenting, and they keep it in the rice for up to 2 months and then pull it out, eat the fish, and then discard the rice. Sushi was never rolls and fish and stuff like that. People kind of brought it to China and Japan, and it became more of a cuisine rather than a way to ferment food. And I did not have a mentor to learn this, so it became very frustrating at times to figure things out, like cutting the fish in the right way and the rolls. So yeah, I enjoyed learning how to make it personally, and I will be sharing with you what I prepared earlier today. So, any questions?
Is there crab in this?
Imitation crab. It's cod.
Question will Pat now.
Yes?
Do you make any other Asian dishes, or is this?
I've made a few kinds of rolls and other Asian dishes, not really. Yes?
Why do you think sushi is so expensive?
I don't know. Comes from the ocean far away. Yes?
How long did it take you when you first started, how long did it take you to make your first sushi roll?
Probably 15 minutes to figure out how to get it to stick right. Yes.
What's your favorite kind of roll?
I personally like anything with tuna in it, like ahi. So we made our roll with, it's called ijiri, and you basically take rice and put tuna on it with seaweed. Yes?
Why did you choose sushi for your favorite dish?
Because I have always enjoyed sushi my whole life, and I don't know, so how to make it, bro. Yes?